Hello, everybody. The Tech Talk Show with Kazeem is back, and you're welcome to today's episode. On today's episode, I'm going to be discussing the Microsoft MVP program with Martine Thiphaine. Hi, Martine. We've been trying to do this for a while now, but here you are finally, Martine. So, welcome to the Tech Talk Show.
Thank you very much for the invitation, Kazim.
So let's begin with an introduction. I believe many of the MVP know who you are already, but
I
I
hope so.
guess for but for the non-MVP folks watching this now, please tell them a little bit about yourself and your role, Martin.
So I started my computer studies, in French university, and then I started my career as a developer, coding in assembler and C language. And then after a few years, I moved to upper layers, coding in Visual C++ and Visual Basic. Then I was hired by Microsoft France as a support engineer, as a premier support engineer on DevTools. And after that, after 8 years, then I moved as a CPM for the MVP award program. So first in France, and then now I am managing the MVP award program for France, French-speaking Belgium, French-speaking Switzerland, New Caledonia, and all the countries in Africa.
So you code, Martin.
I
You're a
have
developer.
coded. I was a developer.
So great. Let's delve into the topic proper now, Martin. Not everyone knows about the MVP program, especially those who are new to Microsoft, right? So hopefully this can help people learn a little bit more about the program. So let's start with what is the MVP program all about, and when did Microsoft launch the MVP program, and what's the purpose for it?
So first of all, MVP means most valuable professional, and it is a program, but it is an award. So something that an individual can get from Microsoft because it's contributing in technical communities. So the program was first launched, it was almost 30 years ago now, and it was because some people were very active by answering in news groups, and Microsoft wanted to award them for their newsgroup participation. And then the MVP award program, it follows the technical journey, I would say. And so we started to recognize the contribution in news groups, then in forums, then in blogs, technical contribution in blogs, and also all the type of contribution that you can do in communities. It can be organizing events, doing videos, speaking in events. So we take into account all this contribution to see if a person can be awarded as an MVP. So to summarize, an MVP is an expert, a technical expert, who is helping others to grow in Microsoft technologies.
Sometimes people wonder, and they ask sometimes if you need to know people inside of Microsoft, to be awarded an MVP, right? So I'm curious now. Does anyone aspiring to become a Microsoft MVP need to know anyone inside Microsoft to become an MVP after they get nominated?
So to propose your candidature to the MVP award program, you have to be proposed as either by a Microsoft employee or by another MVP. So they will propose you as a candidate, and then you will fill out a form telling Microsoft all the great contribution that you have done in the past 12 months, and then you might become an MVP. So you don't really need to know absolutely a Microsoft employee or another MVP, because on the mvp.microsoft.com website, you have the list of all the CPM. CPMs mean Community Program Manager. It is my role. So you have the list of all CPM and you can contact us.
So, what exactly is Microsoft looking for in terms of contribution from aspiring MVPs? I know you've mentioned you need to blog a lot. Is that all there is to it? I just need to blog, make video content. Is that what Microsoft is looking for?
No, we are looking for any type of community contribution. So as I already mentioned, it can be answering in forums, it can be Microsoft forums or non-Microsoft forums. It can be technical blogging, it can be technical videos, it can be organizing community events, speaking in community events. It can be also, especially for developers, contribution in open source platforms such as GitHub, for example. So we take into account all this type of contribution. So some candidates, they might have some contribution of all those types, but some others might be only bloggers. Or maybe you will have one who will do a lot of technical videos and he or she can become an MVP.
So another question that I get asked often about the MVP program is the benefits, right, of becoming a Microsoft MVP. A lot of the non-MVP are not sure, right? So they wonder and sometimes they just ask. So since
Mhm.
I have you on the show with me today, so I'm going to ask you, can you kindly tell us or tell my audience a little bit about the benefits that you get for becoming a Microsoft MVP?
So when you become an MVP, you will receive some technical benefits, such as technical subscription, for example, MSDN, or an Office 365 tenant. You will also receive a free access to LinkedIn Learning. So these are technical benefits that will help you to continue to learn and grow. But I would say that the main benefit that the MVP received is it is that they have the opportunity to be connected with the Microsoft product group. The Microsoft product group are the teams at Microsoft Corp who are developing the Microsoft product. So through different channel, it can be through email or through online meeting, they have the opportunity to discuss with this product group and to make their voice heard. Microsoft is very happy to receive the voice of the field, to know what it's happening in the communities. And I will say that this benefit, it is probably the most impactful benefit, and it is unique in Microsoft. It is in the MVP award program.
But you also didn't touch on swags at all. So I see you're putting on a Microsoft MVP shirt, right? So we talked
Yes,
about it earlier.
I have my MVP t-shirt. Yes.
So talk about the swags for a little bit. Do MVPs get to also receive some swags? You know, people love swags.
When you become an MVP, you will receive an MVP trophy. So it's a glass trophy that you will receive by a postal mailing. And year
Okay,
after year,
like this one here, right?
exactly. And so year after year, you will be clipping the year of your MVP title.
So, all right, I want us to wrap up now with an advice, right, for aspiring MVPs. You know, sometimes when people get nominated, they are not sure what to do next, right? So, what advice do you have for aspiring MVPs before and after they get nominated? What should they be doing afterwards and perhaps before?
I would say either you are an MVP candidate or already an MVP. I would say continue to do what you love to do. So continue to help people grow, continue to share your knowledge, continue to connect with technical people. When you are an MVP, you have one more benefit. It is the opportunity to be in contact and you can discuss with the PG. So use this opportunity, to be aware of what is coming from Microsoft products, and also to give your feedback on Microsoft products.
All right. So thank you so much, Martin, for joining me on today's episode of the Tech Talk with me, Kazeem. So I hope this would put some light into what the MVP program is all about now for those looking to learn a little bit more about the MVP program. So here's where we're going to draw the curtain on today's episode. So it's a wrap here now. So if you have any questions, so you can try to drop them in the comment section. So I'll try my best to answer them. And if there are questions that I can't answer, then Martin is my manager, right? So I'm going to try to shoot them to Martin, and hopefully, she would help us answer them. You can have a rewatch of the previous episode up on YouTube. So it's the Tech Talk with Kazeem up on YouTube. So from myself and Martin now, it's a bye bye, and I'll see you again another time.
Bye bye,
Thank you very
everyone.
much, Martin.
And
Thank
my
you. Bye
last
bye.
word, I love MVPs.
Okay. Yeah, we love you too, Martin.
Thank you.